Hey there, how the heck are ya? Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you've been here before, welcome back. I am Melissa Heck, and this is my YouTube channel, Missy's Makeup. I'm so happy to have you here. And today we're going to be doing a get ready with me and mixed in some reviews of some products that are new, and also you might see some products that are a little bit older, but they're new to me and they're new in my collection. So if you're interested in that, then please stay tuned because we're going to be getting right into that. It is Saturday, July 18th, and it's a heck of a day for makeup! And now let's get right into it. So let's begin with clipping our hair back. Get some clippies. I'm going to clip back my hair like usual. Okie dokie dan. Now we're going to begin with a new foundation. I know. Hell has frozen over. I have tried a new foundation. It's a miracle. So the foundation that I have recently purchased was the CoverGirl Clean Fresh. Story time, I actually thought this was a BB cream, and I got home and I was like, oh, it's actually a foundation, but it's sheer buildable coverage, it says. I haven't really tried to build it up. I've enjoyed using it as just a sheer coverage foundation because it's summertime, and I'm trying to let my skin breathe. Side note, if I'm slurring, I may or may not have had 2 or 3 glasses of wine at this point, so be on the lookout for that one. But okay, so back to what we were doing. I'm going to use its shade medium. Not exactly what I wanted, so don't clock me for the difference, but it's probably going to be, you know, even with my self-tan, it's probably not really going to match ideally. So, you know, just a forewarning, I'm aware. So we're going to be using that. I picked this up at Walmart and they did not have light medium, which is what I was looking for, but they did not have that. Just about that much on the sponge. I don't want to tip it too much because it is runny and I don't want to mess. And I'm just going to put a dab on each piece and blend it out. Connect that stark difference there. I guess it's not terrible with my self-tan. We need more though. Okay. Whoop, that might be too much. I don't know. We'll find out. Try not to get it on the AirPod is ideal. Blend it on the neck area and up into the forehead. Got it on the AirPod. Good thing these are mine and not my husband's. Love you, babe. Alright, I'll blend it out. Still kind of like making sure I don't have any weird lines on my jaw area. So I guess, I don't know, the shade isn't terrible for my self-tan, but is it a little bit on the pink side a little bit? I don't care. Look at this face. Does it look like I care? Nope. Didn't think so. Alright, and she's already getting into the lines. I'm just bringing it up, back up into here and lightly dabbing just whatever was on the sponge. If you're not new to my channel, then you know I don't really use concealer. I know it's probably like against all YouTuber, like beauty YouTuber rules. Don't really use it, don't really care. I feel like I haven't found a concealer that doesn't really settle into my lines underneath my eyes and doesn't just add to whatever fine lines I have. So I don't really F with it. I'm gonna dab these out again just a little bit with whatever's on the sponge. And then another product that I actually purchased with the foundation is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Powder. I actually really like both of these. I do feel like this is almost a BB cream for me. I feel like it lets your skin come through and it also evens out your skin tone. So I got this in shade light, which that's because it's my It's because it's my all over setting powder. Can't really speak right. I'm just dabbing a brush in here and lightly patting it all over my face. Not necessarily focusing it anywhere on any one spot, just kind of everywhere. And now I'm going to kind of dust over my eyelids a little bit, under my eyes a little bit, and again a little bit. I'm just gonna bounce this brush. And be careful you don't like stab your eyeball out. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I mean, I'm not a doctor. And now that we are nice and set. Side note, I like that powder because I don't know what is in it, but I swear to God, it's like the powder, I don't know. It's so natural, and like I have dry skin, okay? And I find that after a little while, like I can do this and there'll be like a sheen almost. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have some dewiness. It's beautiful. Okay, so anyway, moving on. I am going to just lightly try to do this again. So this is a new product for this year, and I've seen a few reviews on YouTube for this product. I don't know about this shade, but this product definitely. And I feel like everyone's initial reviews for this were like glowing and everyone really loved it and all of that stuff, but then I weirdly haven't heard about them again. So funny story. For me, kind of not really into it. Gosh, I hate to say that because I know everyone really loves this brand and I still love the brand. I just don't really know about them. So anyway, this is the cream bronzer from Fenty. I got it in shade Amber, which is it's like the grayish. I got it because I wanted a contour shade, and that's actually what it's technically supposed to be, I believe, because it's very cool toned, if you cannot tell. It's kind of gray, I don't know, but I thought it would be great. It kind of looked like shadows, and again, that's what we're trying to do with contour, right? So, okay. It is a cream. I have tried this, as you can see, and I don't know. I just feel like I either have to blend it to filth, and if I do that, then it basically disappears. And if I don't blend it to where you can like still see it, then it kind of looks splotchy. So, yeah. There's that. I'm going to use it today and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I've tried it with this new foundation, so I guess we'll find out. Maybe magic will happen. I don't know. But I did spend some amount of money on this. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember how much, but it'll be linked down below, so there you go if you're interested. Now, I typically use my finger for this. I just feel like I have to do that. I know I have a beauty blender here, and you can totally use a sponge to do this, but I just feel like I have more control with it over my fingers. And funny story, like back in the day when I always used to do makeup in high school and stuff, like we didn't really, at least I didn't really know about people like using brushes. Like I don't remember there being just like brush sets at the store that you could just buy. So I always use my fingers. Like I used my fingers for foundation and everything. So I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to use my finger here, swirl it in the pan. It's very smooth, but that's what it looks like on your finger. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to start just patting it, and like it looks so horrifying. When you lay it down, you're like, oh my god, what have I done? I'm just going to keep bouncing my finger over this, and like eventually you'll see that it kind of just blends away. Alright, so it's already looking better. See how it's already starting? It's starting to blend away. And like, see how it kind of looks splotchy? And like, don't come for me and say it's because I put powder on first, because I barely powdered that area, and I've done this without powder, so you can shuck on that. Here we go, folks. Starting to look splotchy AF. Splotchy AF. See, I mean, there's a shadow there, but like kind of not really. Here's the deal. I just feel like this is a lot of work. Like I'm doing a lot of work right here to get this to like not look like a weird dirt spot. And like, look, it just looks splotchy to me. It looks splotchy. It does not look good. Like I can see, I just don't like it, you guys. I don't like it. And like I've tried laying this down and like leaving it stark even, and then going over it with the foundation, like as I apply my foundation, like doing it backwards, like Scott Barnes. And it either was just gone or made my powdered bronzer lay on top funny. Like it looked splotchy as well. And I'm like, oh, damn it. Like I really, really, really wanted to like this, you guys. Like it was not cheap. Your girl was not cheap, okay? So yeah, like there's all that work and it's A, half gone, and B, looks splotchy as fuck. So, like here's one side, here's the other side. Just looks uneven. I don't like it. So anyway, I am going to do the other side just so I can make them both look I don't know. And then we will continue on. Oh, just don't like it. Okay. Oh, also wanted to mention, I did also pick up a cream bronzer from Bronzer. A cream blush from Fenty. And it's one of the weird shades, like one of the unconventional shades, because I was like, I have so much blush, girl, and I was trying to justify buying something. So yes. Anyway, it is in shade Drama Class with $signs for S's. It's purple, right? I actually like this. It's not bad. It doesn't look purple when you put it on like that, like it does when you first plop it on your cheek, but then when you blend it out a little bit, it's like a cool toned blush. And I would use it today, but I know the palette that we're going to be using, and it's very, 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 very warm toned. So this would look really, really weird. So just gonna mention that I did enjoy the blush, but this bronzer, girl. Moving forward. This is old. I use this every single video pretty much. So I'm just going to try to salvage this mess on my cheeks here and add some warmth to my temples. Using my big brush, I'm going to swirl in here and run it over this crazy section, trying not to make things worse. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce it on your temples. Some here, and I kind of just like with the leftovers, just kind of like everywhere, because I feel like it gets my hair everywhere. For a blush that is new to my collection but not new, I have a Cover FX blush, one of those ones that looks like it's a soap. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I forgot about my nose, y'all. I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer on my nose. I don't know what it is, but I just can't skip this step. It's like essential. It's like part of me now. It's like, where am I at in life if I don't have bronzer on my nose? I also do this sometimes. Put a little bit below my lip, you know, like that. Just my bottom lip, you know, makes my bottom lip look bigger. Okay. Anyways, back to the blush. I picked this up in 2 shades. I actually got it during the Ulta sale, I think. It was like April when all this stuff was happening, and I was like, definitely therapy, like retail therapy, for sure. So anyway, I got this in shade Warm Honey. I think I have Soft Peach too, which, spoiler alert, they're basically the same shade. I will use it because I love both of them because they're basically the same. I am going to use my blush brush and I'm going to bounce a little bit into there. These are extremely pigmented, so just forewarning. Circle motions. I'm just going to do a little bit right now. We're actually going to revisit this after I'm done with the eyeshadow because I want to go back over my cheeks with that, you know, shiny stuff that goes with it. The monochromatic. I wouldn't call that a highlighter. It's like a blush topper. It's actually what it's what I think it is, actually. It's not like a blush topper. It like is a blush topper. Oh my god. I'm losing it. Just everywhere. Just kind of do it everywhere. All right. Same on the other side. By the way, I love this blush. I don't think I mentioned that. I do really love it. I don't know if it's worth $38. I only spent $16 on these a piece because I got them for 50% off, but that's the most I would pay for these. Like, I definitely wouldn't be like rushing out, like purchasing these at full price by any means. Honestly, like, go get you a Milani blush, why can't I say this word right now? A Physician's Formula blush. I had too much to drink. Too many drinkies. So anyway, yeah, go get you a blush from the drugstore, honey, and it will do you all the favors. Like this, it's not going to change your life. We're gonna come back to her because I want to put, like, I'm extra and I gotta put more blush on, but like I said, we're gonna come back to that because we ain't gonna do highlighter yet and we ain't gonna do blush yet. Okay, so now, all right, so next thing I'm going to do now is I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. So I picked up this because I'm crazy, and yes, it's another neutral palette, and yes, I already have these shades in my collection, and yes, I didn't need it. And yes, I don't regret it. So this is the Natasha Denona palette, and it's the bronze one. I got it for like $57 or something because I got $10 off of it because I had some Sephora points because your girl's addicted. So anyway, this is the palette, and it's pretty. I mean, obviously, that's why I bought it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna do a look with it. We're gonna do a look. What do we want to do today? I don't know, honey. What do we want to do today? I think I got it. So this is what we gonna do. So I'm gonna get it's my Sigma brush that I got from my Corte Rosa palette. And I'm going to I'm gonna start with Sundown. Windshield wiper motions in the crease and a little bit above, and circular motions. I'm just getting that all up in that brow bone, honey. Gives you that lovely, lovely, lovely wash of color there. I'm gonna get a little bit more and tap it off, and I'm gonna focus that right here on the inner corner and out here. Just a little bit. Keeping that a little bit above the crease actually, and then coming back and circular motions, blending it out. Okay, should have something like that. Now I'm going to dip into Suntan. Just the littlest bit on just half of the brush. I don't know if you can see that. It's literally just on one side of the brush, and then I tapped it off, and I'm putting the side that has the pigment on the brush down into my crease like this, and I'm going to place it right there low and start focusing the rest on the outside of my eye, keeping the brush low and doing very small circular motions to blend it out. All right, so now that that's blended out, I'm going to get a little bit more, and I'm going to focus it here on the outside of my eye again, kind of bouncing it a little bit, and then just circling on the outside of the eye. All right, I'm going to go into Sundown again, tap off the excess, and I'm going to just put it right above the crease and right below the transition area where we had placed it originally. And we're just blending that line where Suntan and Sundown meet. And doing circular motions, coming back to the front a little bit, and then back to the outside. And you'll have that. All right, now I'm going to get a lot of suntan on a flat part of my brush, and I'm going to pack that on the outside here just to really build up the outside edge. This color is so beautiful. Like, I actually don't think I have this color particularly. I mean, like, I'm sure I have something very similar. And just back to the other side of my brush, just a blending brush that we used originally with nothing added, and I'm just going over the edge, making sure we have a nice blend. I like to build up color very gradually. I feel like it helps give you control of the look. And now I'm again just placing it where I want the most color and bringing that around the back end of my crease and up towards the front end. And now I'm just kind of making a line here to do this socket section of my eye. All right, and then just over the edge of that again. I like to do lots of blending, guys. It makes your eyes look like just so killer. Like your eye look just looks so good when you have such good blending. Okay. then you should have something like this right now. I'm going to take Suntan again, just a little bit on the tip of the flat side of my brush, and I'm going to put that on the very top, on the low part of my, so okay, say that again, Melissa. I'm putting it at the top, like right in the lash line of my lower lash line, and connecting that to the top of my eye. I'm coming about a third, almost 2/3 of the way forward in the lower lash line. And again, just connecting it to the upper lash line and the crease and blending it out a little bit again with the blender side. Now I'm going to go back into, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use Beach this time. I'm going to use Beach and I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm going to start towards the front of my eye and then connecting it to Suntan at the back end and blending it all out. I think I am going to use Sundown. I just really love that like macaroni set like color, and just blend everything out like crazy. There, I'm like really happy with that. Okay, so now I'm going to use True Bronze. It's a shimmer shade, and you know what that means? It's finger time. Of course am using my finger. Of course. Hello? Do you even know me? Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm not worrying if like some of it gets on the lower lash line towards the front, because kinda am doing that on purpose a little bit. I'm gonna put it there deliberately anyway, so like it doesn't matter. Gosh, that's so pretty. All right, and then a little bit right here in the front of the lower lash line. I just think that looks so pretty, you guys. Try not to go too high because I don't want to go past the crease too far. This is funny, but like I love these little things for like shimmer shades and metallic shades. I just think like to get it into the spots where you didn't want it to go and using your finger is too big. So I just put a little bit on the very tippy tip. I'm going to put that in the hard to reach places. It's so pretty, you guys. Like, you know I'm so obsessed with these kind of metallic shades. And like, it's bronze. Bronze is like by far like my favorite color to wear on my eyes. I just think it's so pretty and it's so neutral, and it just makes my eye color just pop. Just go pow. So right now, yes, there is some fallout from that metallic shade. That's kind of expected, so it's whatever, but it just kind of dusts away. It's okay. It's totally fine. And now I'm going to go a little bit in with Suntan again, and I'm just going to pat it on the edge where the shimmer shade and the outer corner meet, and a little bit above this, like that. Blend it out, blend it out. This eye is done, guys. I love it so much. I actually think I kind of want to use a little bit of deep dive, like just a smidge. I want to see if it does anything. Okay, I mean, it was a subtle change, which is what I wanted, because I didn't want this to be too dark. I'm going for a very like glowy, like warm, just very summer, just very warm. And I feel like we got it. Okay, so I'm gonna go and do the other eye and we'll come right back. Alrighty, and we are back. And this is what everything looks like. Well, the eyeshadow anyway. This is what the eyeshadow looks like. I love it. I think it looks great. So yeah, I, of course, love this palette. I would recommend it to a friend if, of course, that friend did not have the extensive amounts of bronze and neutrals that I do. But again, I don't regret anything. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. Let's carry on, shall we? Next, I'm going to use a new product again to me. This is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I was interested in this because I love brow pencils. That's pretty much what I prefer to use. I've tried pomades and everything, but I like this the most if I'm going to be doing a nice brow. I mean a pencil anyway. And this intrigued me because it had the felt tip on it, the other side, like it's got a, you know, retractable pencil on one side and the felt tip on the other. And the reason I was interested in this is because I've seen so many people talk about the Glossier brow flick, and that looked like what I really want for like the front end of my eyebrows to like just kind of feather and make some like fake looking hairs. So I really wanted to try something like that, and this I think went on sale, so I was like, I'm gonna pick it up. So I did. So first I'm going to start with the pencil side. I'm going to twist up a little bit. And we're going to draw a line underneath my eyebrows. Yay! Oh, I forgot to mention this is in shade Brunette Betty. So, yes. I'm going to draw a line on my other side. Then I might go back with the pencil again. I am going to also use a brow gel, but I want to also go in and show you it's called the ink stain side, but it's the felt tip. And I like to just very, very lightly flick some lines up, straight up in the air in the very front of my eyebrow. Just kind of like that. And again here. The only thing I don't like about this, which there's nothing they could have done, is that there's no spoolie. So I just have to keep a spoolie around, which I have one from my Luxie kit. And then I take it and I just brush up through all that we put on our brows very lightly. So next step, we're going to use this is a favorite from this year, it's not new. It's the Essence Make Me Brow Gel. If you've been here before, you've heard me talk about this. Okay, and then I just go gently through everything else. I love it. We're gonna go back into our blush now because I wanna do the blush topper. We're gonna use that shiny side, the blush topper. What I like about these blush toppers and these duos is that it's not insanely loud. So like, as you can see, it's not a highlighter. Like, it's definitely just giving me a nice glow, which I'm totally here for. I'm very glad that I chose this blush today and not that freestyle one, because that would have been V-bad. V-bad. A little bit up here, just whatever's left on my brush. Done with that. And now, again, for another favorite for this year. It's new this year, but it's also, I've used it on my channel lots of times. So this is the Revlon Skin Lights highlighter. It is in shade 201. It's so pretty. Just love to highlight my whole life. Just highlight my whole existence. Put some up here like I always do, because I love that. And on my chinny chin chin. Have fun with it, folks. If you're not having fun, then what are you even doing? Alright, I'm going to take just a little bit of little baby brush. I can't talk tonight, guys. I'm in trouble. Alright, and just kind of circle that nose. Make it shine. Shine to the gods, honey. And I like to put it right here, too, because I'm crazy. Like, obsessed with highlighter. I just can't stop myself. Come on, I want it shinier. You can build this up. But, yeah, I was like, come on, give me the shine. There's not really, like, a light highlighter shade for your inner corner in that palette, so I like to just use my highlighter. So I'm going to put that right here. Bring the extra over here. Bring the extra because I'm extra. I think that was like my entire life, so I think that was like all of my being. I think we're probably good. Okay, and now let's do, I'm going to do a little bit of lip liner. I really like this lip liner because I tried to get a color that looks like my natural lip color because I just like that. This is from Wet n Wild. Yeah, it's the gel lip liner from Wet n Wild. This is in shade Bare to Commit, so it's pretty bare, I would say. Alright, and then I'm using another old favorite. It's a NYX Candy Slick. It's in shade Sugar Coated Kiss. Again, I just like this for some shine. And now for the last bit, we're gonna curl our lashes. Okay, and then now into it's a new favorite of mine. A friend of mine on Facebook sells unique products, and I thought I would give their new mascara a try. I believe this is newer. It's the Unique Mood Struck Epic Mascara. I picked it up in not waterproof. It's not waterproof. I picked it up in not waterproof. And I used to kind of lean waterproof because I felt like it lasts longer and stuff. But since I've gotten older, I feel like it kind of makes my eyelashes fall out a little bit when you try to remove it. So I wanted to try just the regular, and I do really, really like the formula. I do really like the mascara. I think it's great. It separates my lashes really well. I really like it. I feel like it holds curl. The only thing I don't like is that I put it on my lower lash line, and then I get like right here, I'll have like some black after a little while, so it like transfers, and I believe that's probably because it's not waterproof. So I bet if I tried the waterproof version of this, I'd probably really love it. But again, I do have mascaras that aren't waterproof that don't transfer, I don't think. So I don't know. But I do really love the mascara. I'm going to use it. I would probably repurchase this in the waterproof version and see how I feel. So let's put it on and you can see how it goes. Okay, ugly face time. Let's make ugly faces. Such ugly faces. Like, I hate it so much, but it does work. Like, it pulls my cheeks down. I have some big cheeks, man, on my face and my butt. Just Dash, my husband. All right, so let's do this side. I don't know why I just broke out in song in the middle of that. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more. So see, I feel like it does my eyelashes a lot of favors. Now I do have decent eyelashes. So there's that. All right. And that's, wow guys, that's everything. Okay, let's take the clips out. Oh my gosh, I forgot honorable mentions. Okay, so there's two things that I didn't mention in this video that I kind of meant to. Well, it's one thing, but two shades. So I picked up two of the Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pots. Yeah, Chrome Paint Shadow Pots. And I got them in the most basic of shades, okay? I got them in Sun Drenched and Top Yacht. I got Top Yacht because Smoky Glow told me to. I always put the lid on these super tight because they're inside the jar. It has the, like, a little lid, and I pull it off. But they're very bouncy, and they're moist, and they're foiled, and I love them so much. So this one is Sun Drenched, and I wanted to mention these because they go beautifully with the Natasha Denona bronze palette. Like, I love it so much. I actually recently wore almost this same eye look, I guess, and I used Sun Drenched instead of the copper, which I'm just gonna put some on because, oh my god, you guys, I love it so much. Okay, so look at this. Oh, you guys, like, seriously? Like, look at that. It is stunning, 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 stunning. So yeah, goes beautifully with the palette. I think it's gorge. And that's Sun Drenched. It's like a coppery champagne color. It's so beautiful. And like I said, it just seriously, it complements the bronze palette so well. And then I'll just go ahead and I'll show you Top Yacht also, which again, I just want you to know that I tighten the lids on these because I don't want them to dry out. So here's Top Yacht. Like, they look very similar. Like, I don't know what my problem is, honestly, except the fact that I'm basic AF, but I also don't give AF. So there you go. But anyways, this is my final look for today, using all of my new and favorite products from this year. So, and again, I want to clarify, not all of these products are my favorite because talking to you, Fenty Cream Bronzer. Everything in this video will be linked down below in the description box if you're interested in picking anything up. And alright, that is the end of today's video. I want to thank you so much again for being here with me. I hope you know how much I appreciate you joining me here today. And if you're interested, please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And remember to subscribe and like this video. And please come back and see me again real soon on my next video. And until then, take care. Bye-bye.